Welcome back, Goffstown Grizzly football. My name is Jared Talbot, and with me is the ever so young Scott Gross.
Ever so young. I appreciate that.
No problem.
So we got a big game tonight, Goffstown and Merrimack. And I think for Goffstown, this is an opportunity for them to be competitive. Last week, as you remember, against that Bedford team, it was a tough go. Bedford, very talented team. And the Tomahawks, I think, will be a much more competitive game for us.
I think so, too. And Goffstown, you know, they've had some really good games, really good plays. Even last week, they had some good breakout plays. Tomahawks are coming off of their first win of the season against Nashua North last week. So it should be a great game. Oh, and we have the national anthem.
All right, so we're getting ready for the kickoff here in Goffstown.
Good job. Come on. Good job. Good job. Good job.
Looking at the team sizes, Scott, seems like Goffstown has a lot more players than the Merrimack side.
Yeah, it's very possible. Merrimack, I think, in terms of the student population, is a bigger school than Goffstown. From what I'm told, is the smallest student population of Division I football. All right, the captains are going to midfield here. And, you know, one of the issues for the Grizzlies is you're going to see while the captains are there is Billy Schmidt and Mr. Hebert are both not dressed for the game due to injury. So that's really been something that has plagued the Grizzlies this season is just injuries to key personnel, such as quarterback, running back. In this case, you've got your offensive and defensive linemen. So, again, always challenging, as they say in football or any sport for that matter, you know, next person up. And that's what Goffstown's going to rely upon this evening with players who might have been number 2 on the depth chart. Now they are number 1. So, beautiful night. You know, we have had unbelievable weather, Jared, over the last, you know, couple of months.
We have.
Not good in terms of drought conditions, but certainly, I will say, for great weather. And we're going to be getting like 80s, like tomorrow, Sunday and Monday. It's going to be over 80 degrees.
Really?
So Goffstown's going to receive the kickoff here. And I was remiss last week. Dan Filer was one of our operators on a second camera. Dan's not here tonight, but I want to thank Dan for all of his help at GTV. He's a student here at Goffstown High School, and he has been instrumental with our GTV productions. So again, Goffstown's going to receive here, and kicking off, I believe, is going to be John Della Puente, number 81. That's who we have on the roster as the place kicker. Does she know? You texted her? Okay. Yeah, so Jared and I are playing around with our headsets because we can't really hear each other in our headsets, but we can hear each other just because we have loud voices.
Yes, that's what we keep telling ourselves, right, Scott?
Right? Yeah. So Hunter Long and Darren Caravana will be receiving for the Grizzlies. And here's the kickoff, a short kick to the up back there.
Number 22. Looks like Goffstown's going to be started out about the 42.5-yard line.
Yeah, so
good field position.
Good field position for the Grizzlies. And that was Sean Burnett, for number 22 for the Grizzlies with that return. So the quarterback for Goffstown, number 13, Connor Hofstetter. And he is under center. Handoff up the middle.
Not down yet. Now he's down.
He's battling, right?
Yeah. That's good pickup of 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like a pickup of 4.
And that was Wyatt Bellabo, Jared, and he had some really good runs last week against Bedford. I think he had a couple of 2 or 3 that were over 20-yard runs. So Bellabo picks up 4 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Goffstown's out, split right with a slot, split left, and 2 backs in the backfield. Handoff to the tailback coming up. Probably got about a gain of 2.
Yeah, maybe 2 yards tops. That's where the referee is marking at the 48, 49-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down, probably about 4 to go. Long 4.
Looks like Goffstown's got the play coming in.
So they've run to the middle to left side of the line on both of those 2 carries to start the game.
It looks like Merrimack's going with a 3-4. No, 4-4. So they got 4 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and 3 over the top.
Yeah,
so they're just playing with one safety.
They got a lot in the box, Jared.
Yeah.
1 safety.
And jet sweep. He almost dropped it, but he got it.
Yeah, but that's he's down.
Yep.
So
he down, probably lost about maybe 1.5. Lost of 1.
If he didn't drop it, I thought the play looked good. We'll see it on replay here.
Here's a little bit of a bobble there. Yeah, there's a little bit of bobble right there.
But on that particular play, Jurgen Gannon was about to set the edge on that, but the whole timing of that play got screwed up.
We'll see if Goffstown's comes out with their patented punt formation. They take their guard, their tackle, and their end, and they split them out wide to the right with 3 in the back and the punter.
Hastings is the punter here. Ooh, almost blocked, but a nice
Good
punt. Good spiral.
Picks it up about the 12-yard line.
Missed
and a
tackle by
return.
Goffstown, but
And
he gets pushed out of bounds.
out of bounds at about the 22.
Speaking of missed tackles, right? I watch a lot of like NFL football. I've never seen so much missed tackling in the NFL this season. I don't know. I think the tackling is better in college football at this point. All right, so on offense for the Merrimack team is number 17, Maverick Torres is the quarterback.
Merrimack comes out. They have a tight end on the left. They got a split right and a slot. And pass, and it's going to be a deep pass. And a little bit of a push-off there.
Yeah, I would agree, Jared.
That was a little bit of a push-off to get some leverage. From what I understand, the Tomahawks tonight are a pass-happy team. They're probably going to be putting 25 to 30 passes in the plays.
Yeah, Hunter Long was the defender on that play. He's given up probably
a couple inches there.
I'd say 5-6 inches of height, but there was no safety help on that. That was
Tomahawks have a tight trips right with a split left and a handoff up the middle. Probably gain about maybe 1.5. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8.5.
That was Gabe Gorman on the carry for the Tomahawks. I think you're right. The quarterback's got a pretty good arm, Jared. That was a good throw.
There was a little bit of duck there, but he had it deep. So Tomahawks come out, split left, split right, with a slot on the right and a wing on the right. Shotgun formation, and it's a pass right to number 2. Immediately hit and broke the tackle.
And he gets a first down because of it.
It's close to a first. Oh, yeah, they're going to give it. They're going to give it for a first down.
Had you made the tackle or wrapped up, no first down.
Yeah.
You'll watch this on replay.
He got hit.
4 comes up
right when he caught
there.
it.
He's got him, and then he kind of
had him at the
wiggles
28.
out of it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good 5 yards after contact. Tomahawks are kind of going hurry up, muddle huddle, as they used to call it. And run up the tackle, left side, and good pickup of about maybe 7. It's going to bring up probably a first and a long 3.
So Gannon with the ankle tackle, but not before Merrimack picks up 7 yards.
Yeah. If you can tell, the whole entire offense doesn't come into the huddle. Their ends are staying out deep. So on the left hash, and they got a deep wide right. Pass over the middle, and that's a pickup of first. Good tackle. Good wrap up by number 3. A little bit of redemption there. Mr. Hunter Long definitely picked up this week as he did last week.
Yeah, Hunter Long wraps up really well on his tackles, and for a cornerback, I think he tackles extremely well.
Another handoff up the middle on the now gone to the left.
And a nice job by number 21 for the Grizzlies, Jurgen Gannon. That's Gannon's 3rd tackle already.
Yeah. Good pickup of 4 yards, so it's going to bring up a 2nd and 6.
Jared, if Gannon doesn't make that tackle, it's a big, big play for the Tomahawks. Now, you were a Tomahawk.
Yeah, class of 95.
Goffstown's blitzing.
Yeah, our glory was we're the team that beat the 4-time-in-a-row state champs.
So that was intended for Stephen Doyle, but the ball was thrown over his head, if you can see here on that replay.
There was a little contact there, too.
Yeah, but it was. I would say it didn't matter, Jared, because the ball wasn't catchable. So now it's going to bring up a 3rd and 6 on the 49-yard line.
Yeah. And it looks like we got a shotgun formation with the halfback on his right. Split right, split left. And it's going to be a handoff up the left side. And cut back.
First
and
down.
He's got the first down. They're going to give it the first.
Impressive drive by the Tomahawks. And that was a really nice cutback. You'll see in this replay.
Yeah. Wasn't going left.
He
and
wasn't
like, whoop.
going there. He's like, whoop. And he hit the hole beautifully. That was a really nice piece of running.
Tomahawks are on the move. They're on the 45-yard line on the Goffstown side. And a good pickup, about 8 yards there. Going to bring up a 2nd and 8.
So Gavin Leach came all the way to make that tackle.
It's a long 2, almost a 3.
It's never great when your nose tackle is making a tackle on the sideline.
Run up the left side, yeah.
So they will go to the 28-yard line. Jared, I think what I'm very impressed with the Tomahawks so far on their opening drive is that the running backs are cutting back.
Yeah.
And there's really nobody there for the Grizzlies. So they're going to have to make some adjustments if you're Goffstown. The running lanes are there for the Tomahawks for sure.
Passed.
Oh, they crashed into each other.
Turns into a keeper, and he goes out of bounds.
Oh, we got to watch out for a flag on that one. He pushed him.
He was in still play.
Yeah.
He was still in play. Let's watch the replay on
now
that.
Watch this. 2 Goffstown defenders crashed into each other.
The end of the play here, he hit him in bounds. He kind of did the extension outside. I'll give him that.
That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 2, short 2.
It's a pass to the left. I saw that play before. There we go. He held on to him this time, Scott.
He did get the first down, though.
It's going to bring the Tomahawks into the red zone. Going to be on the 15. Tomahawks have a split right, split left with a slot on the left. Tight end on the right side as a wing. And in a pistol formation, and it's a pass. 17 drops back. He's going deep.
Good defense.
Good
there.
defense.
Is that Long again?
Yep, Hunter Long.
I don't know why you're trying to throw against him.
Well,
I mean, I know the height. You got height advantage.
He does have height.
But
look at this
Hunter Long,
replay.
Look at this. He's on him the whole time. And see how his head is back? So he gets up there, too.
He does. Yeah, he had a good vertical on that one.
But Hunter Long had exceptional position on that.
And it's sweep
play.
right for the Tomahawks. They're trying to stretch it out, cutting it back.
There you go. That's it.
Good some smash mouth football right there on defense.
See, Goffstown filled the lane there defensively. The hole, I should say.
Yeah, watch replay, sweep right. He had daylight, and then all of a sudden they just flood over.
Now he cuts back.
Cuts
but
back,
right
and
there,
they were there. Tomahawks have trips left, split right, and in a pistol formation.
You don't want to go off sides if you're the Grizzlies, that's for sure.
That's right, yeah. Got a 3rd and 6. It's pass play, going in the flat.
Broken up by the Grizzlies. Now what do you do, Jared? Do you go for it if you're...
4th and 6 on the 11.
Because we just don't know if they have a place kicker.
It looks like they're going to be going for it.
Yeah.
I didn't see a place kicker during warm-ups.
Yeah. Well, some teams don't have people who can really kick a field goal. A team that can kick field goals. So big play here, 4th down and 6.
Yeah, they're coming in tighter. Tomahawks coming a little bit tighter.
Let's see if they throw it or they run it.
It's going to be another pass. Oh, run to the left. I'm surprised he's not taking off with it.
Nope, he can't. So
that was a bad decision by the quarterback.
And there's no flag, so Goffstown will take over
on downs.
So really good. I want to recall back in the Merrimack side of the field, there was a missed tackle by Goffstown, and because of that was a 3rd down and 6 where they converted.
And they converted it.
And it really goes to show the importance of fundamentals.
Yep.
And, if you make some of these critical tackles, that stops a drive. So let's look for Goffstown to tighten it up a little bit on the defensive side of the ball, especially with their tackling.
But now it's the Goffstown Grizzlies coming out on offense. They have 89 yards to go.
Just a little bit
Just a bit.
of yardage.
They got split left with the slot left, a flex to the right, and a wing back in the right side. Man in motion, and it looks like it's going to be up the left tackle.
So that's the fourth straight running play for the Grizzlies. So far, they have opted not to pass the ball.
Gain of 0. Looking at the injury report for the Grizzlies, I know that 2 of our captains are out.
Yes.
Do we know how?
Schmidt and Hebert.
Are they out for the season, or are they going to be coming back?
I don't think that they are out for this season. So
It's going to be a keeper to the right.
Oh,
Off the fingertips to number 15. That should have been a catch. Owen Cole. It was deflected, but Owen had his fingertips on
yeah.
it.
That was a catchable ball, though.
Yeah.
Got to make those catches.
And he came
Touches
right
your
over.
hands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was playing in the wing tight end position there.
And that catch was, if he catches it, he's
That was
really
critical.
close to a first
Yeah.
down. So
He had
that'll
room.
bring up a long 3rd and 10. Now you got to be careful, Jared, because you're deep in your own side of the field.
At this point, you're just going for it. Even if it's a pass or a
Yeah.
run,
Oh, I
just get
agree.
the 10 yards.
You mentioned before tight formation. Holy, look at this one.
Well, it's not like last week. The Grizzlies, I don't think, are giving up much size, if any.
Well, we moved. That's not going to help you.
Depends on if it's going to be an encroachment that caused it or not.
62 for the Grizzlies, I think. I think it's Leach. Not positive. We'll find out in a sec.
False start. So backing up 5.
So that
Going to be turning a 3rd and 15 on the 6-yard line.
So not good timing there for sure. And now there's going to be an offensive substitution for the Grizzlies. I'm sorry,
funny 'cause-
the quarterback just got the play.
The Tomahawks are playing 3 deep. They have like the high corners and a single safety, with the Willie linebacker kind of pulling back when needed.
But this is where you can throw a ball over to the tight end. Nothing. Very, very safe play call there. Didn't get anything. So now you'll be punting super deep from your own end zone, and the Tomahawks should be able to get the ball around the 40-yard line here, if not better than that.
But the good thing is we have a pretty damn good punter.
Yeah, so Hastings, number 84, will punt once again.
And more of a
You gotta
line
hope you
drive
get
kick.
a good roll there.
Yeah, poison.
Oh,
And that's going to be about the 41-yard line on the Grizzlies side.
The good thing is it wasn't returned, right?
Yeah, that's true.
And Hastings, obviously he did a good job just getting that ball off because you don't have a whole lot of room to play with, and it was a pretty short snap.
So they're going to measure it at the 42. So 1st and 10 at the Grizzlies 42. So short field for the Tomahawks.
So, Jared, the Tomahawks had a pretty good opening drive, stymied at the end in the red zone.
I think it's the quick play that's going on.
See how they cut it back a lot? So Beliveau with the tackle, but not before Merrimack picks up about 8 yards. And once again, Jared, they run to the middle and they cut out,
Yep.
So they're cutting back like crazy against that grain of the defense.
Pass play. Number 17, dumping it over the middle. And it's a pickup of a 1st down. Needed 2, he got 3.
Good crossing route on that one. So Bugby and Nick Cody on the tackle for the Grizzlies. So that's a first down for the Tomahawks at the 30. And again, their formations, Jared, they've got like 7 guys on the line.
Yeah, well, with that one, they had a trips tight right. So that's basically when you have a wide receiver and then 2 smaller wide receivers in the slots right next to them.
So Merrimack picks up 4, maybe 5 yards. And that will bring up second down, call it 6.
Pass play. Going to be going out to the middle. Yep, they're dumping it out to the end.
All right, beautiful
Immediately hit.
there. So Riley Layton.
It's going to lead us to a first down.
Layton Riley, I apologize.
So they're at the...
That was a good tackle by number 4, Layton Riley.
20-yard line. Technically, they're in the red zone, 1st and 10. Tomahawks have double splits. The slot on the right. And it looks like it's going to be a pass, keeper, and
it was wide open. Wide open.
Pickup of about 11 or 12 on that play. That was a good design play.
Goffstown's not getting much of a pass rush, and I guess there's nice balance with the Tomahawks.
Well, they're playing more of a radar type of D, where they're waiting to absorb, if you will.
First and goal at the 8.
And run up the middle. Last moment, cut
3,
to the right. Yeah. Pick up 3 yards. It's going to be a 2nd and 5 from the 5. Tomahawks, again, kind of going quick on their pace. Pick up about maybe 2 or 3.
34, I think, I think that was Cody who was able to slice in there, but not before the Tomahawks pick up another couple yards. So now they're on the
3rd and 2, and it's 4 down territory.
It's on the
you already know.
It's on the 3-yard line, I believe.
On the 3. And it looks like there is a timeout on the field. End of the first quarter.
So if you bought your seats on the parking lot side of the end zone, this is better for you. You're gonna see the play.
That's true. I don't know, with that cloud of smoke that's coming up from the grill.
That's true.
You know, I have a feeling that there's going to be a hunger fire inspection coming on by Mr. Gross during the halftime show.
I did inspect before the game, to be honest, and I told them that they have to give me a hamburger in exchange for favorable review, Jared. It was a joke, obviously. But I did confirm that these are Bubba Burgers. No, I don't want, Alex, I don't want you guys yelling at me. I'll get, a complaint. He said he aggressively asked for a burger. No, didn't do that.
So a long shifting of the field going on.
Sausage and peppers, that would be good. You don't see those at games anymore.
Oh, that would be good. Good sweet sausage with peppers and onions. I agree. Get some American cheese on it.
Yeah.
And start of the second quarter. It's going to be a run up the right, and he is in.
Touchdown. Touchdown, Tomahawks.
So we'll find out, Scott, if they have a place kicker now.
Yeah, you're right. Or they'll go for 2, right?
That's how we're going to find out.
It says number 4 is their kicker, but maybe I'm wrong. I think they're going to go for it, Jared.
Yeah, they are.
So I guess that answered that question.
That answers that question. So they're in a split right, tight all around, and we're in a pistol formation. Motion left to right, and it's going to be a run to the right, throw,
Nope.
and out of bounds.
He's out.
Out of bounds. So the PAT or two-pointer is no good.
That was a nice effort by the Merrimack receiver on that one, but just couldn't get his feet in. He tried to toe tap.
Well, the defender was right there. If
Yeah.
you watch the replay coming up, the defender's right there, and almost it kind of looks like he bounced him right out of bounds.
Yeah.
He went for the ball.
Yeah.
Yep. Hunter went for the ball and hit the body and bounced him right out.
But in high school and college, only need 1 foot in. So good play there by the Grizzlies as they now trail 6-0 to the Tomahawks. Now to start this game, the Tomahawks kicked off, and it was like a very short kick to an up back. So let's see what Goffstown is doing here. They've got Long, and so they got number 3 Long and number 6 Darren Caradonna back for the Grizzlies to receive the kickoff. And another squibber.
That's a live ball, so you got to pick it up and go. And he's going out at the 45.
And number 23 for the Tomahawks laid the lumber. That was Luke Hogapian. But not before the Grizzlies get really good field position here at the 45-yard line. So a short field now.
We'll see if the Grizzlies are able to get it going now.
It took them a little while to get it going against Bedford in their running game, but they did have some stints where they were able to pick up some big yardage.
Yeah, it's looking at the size. I don't think we have the stats on here. Yeah, we don't have the stats,
No.
but it looks like we actually have size on the line. But Merrimack is playing with 4 down linemen. And it's passed and picked off. Number
That's
84.
trouble. Tackled by number 50 for Goffstown. That was an ill-advised throw there by the quarterback for Goffstown.
Let's watch that replay. Long developing.
Hofstad, look, he threw it against his body right into coverage, so
That
he's
was
going to wish he had that one back.
That was
I
a
mean,
free safety that
Yep.
just went right in front.
But he'll look at the game film there and be like, should not have thrown it there. So unfortunately, Goffstown's not able to capitalize on fantastic field position, and they turn the ball over with that interception. And now Merrimack has an opportunity to extend their lead as they take over on the 40.
Tomahawks have tight trips left, split right, and it's going to be a sweep to the left. And there is a lot of room there. Pick up about 5 on that sweep.
I like the play design by the Tomahawks. I mean, they're stretching the field out, right? And on that one, Jared, you're right. Like, there was so much green that they had in front of them.
In those positions, you got to take that linebacker and have him treated as a defensive end on the line and crash that last guy to kind of keep him tight. Tomahawks now have a split right with a slot right, split left. And it's a pass.
One of the problems, too, that I think we're going to have to make an adjustment on is our safeties are playing way deep. Now, I just, like, so you can't give run support on that. And so far, even when they've thrown the ball, Merrimack, the safety wasn't in the picture anyway.
No,
So look how far off, we're playing very deep.
but the corners, Tomahawks are doing 5-yard routes, and the corners are coming right up on them. And it's going to be a run to the left, right up the tackle. Pickup of 20 on that one. It's like a pickup of 18 or so. And what's the flag?
on that one, the safety Shane Lynn. I don't know, can you show that replay one more time, Emily, if it's possible, while they're putting this one back? So if you look here, like you got Shane Lynn, number 23, the safety, right?
Yeah.
He's looking, but then he goes right into a block. You got to go for the ball on that. Holding on Merrimack.
Well, that's a change of probably about 30 yards right there.
Oh, no doubt. But I think defensively, like our positioning, we're going to have to change up our defense.
It's going to be a pass that's right over the line of scrimmage. Going for the ball. So they picked up, and a little bit more, the yards that they lost on the holding penalty. Pick up about 12.
So Kutu with a really nice tackle.
Oh, we got a timeout on the field.
Goffstown is really needs to make an adjustment on their defense. Because you are struggling right now against the run, and
Well, I think is what's happening is with Merrimack kind of going with that high tempo muddle huddle. I don't think Goffstown is able to get in substitutions or design plays based on what's being shown. So normally it's like, okay, you send in a play, defense sends in a play, but when you have that type of situation, the defense has to stay in the same spots they were and calling the same plays, if you will.
And to give Merrimack credit, they're getting good push off on their offensive line. So
yeah, and it's run to the right side.
I love the way that Merrimack is cutting back on their running backs, how they cut back.
They're being a little shifty.
Yeah.
It's going to be a first down.
Like on that play, I thought Goffstown defenders had the run stopped, but the running back paused, cut back, and let the tackle make a block.
Letting the play develop right in front of them. It's going to be an encroachment on the defense, so it's going to be a 1st and 5 on the 14-yard line.
And that was two linemen did that. That wasn't just one.
And it's a hand up and right up the middle. And just keeping the legs going, keeping the legs going. Tomahawks come out, break the huddle in the pistol formation. It's right up the right side. Good shoestring tackle by number 50, holding on to the legs. Well, some of the fans were happy hearing that name.
Well, that'll be 1st and goal from the 6.
And as we've seen already, it's all 4 downs for Merrimack at this point.
Exactly. They have nobody who can kick the ball, so.
Coming in a little tighter formation. There's going to be a sweep to the left, and that is strung out but in.
I agree. He's in. Touchdown, Merrimack.
There was a good pursuit angle, but he just didn't have the mass to take him backwards. Oh, and that's a penalty.
On what?
There's a penalty on that. That's coming back. Take the points off the board.
Uh-oh.
Holding on the offense. So, yes.
All right, it's a hold. He caught the ball. He slipped. That would have been a touchdown.
Yep.
Goffstown got lucky on that one. But that was a, second down and 12, and they picked up 11 yards on that. I apologize. We have second and 1. So now they've got every play imaginable. More than likely, they're going to hand it off to number 5, and wouldn't be surprised if they go to the right side on a pitch.
Yeah. Oh, hit in the backfield and pulled
nice
back.
Play.
That's what happens when you penetrate.
You're hearing those names a lot. Kotu.
Yeah. They just went right through.
Yeah.
Right through the line. Right there. He split the A gap and came right in.
That was a beautiful play. And that's what it's going to take. It's going to take individual effort here for the Grizzlies to shed some of these blocks.
Have the weak side linebacker just shoot the A gap.
They really haven't done a whole lot of that, Jared. They stay there, and they don't shoot gaps.
It goes back to you got to call the play, and so they're coming in again, and
they didn't wrap up though.
Not in.
He didn't get in.
He did not get in.
But it's on the 1 yard line. We just failed to wrap up, Jared.
Yeah.
Again, that would have been another no gain. Look at the replay here.
Yeah, they shot the gap, so they weren't going to come up the middle, but. Yeah, shoestring tackle.
So we had two defenders who
they wrapped up the ankles
Yep.
at like the 3 yard line, but he just kept pumping. So it's a 4th and 1, 4th and inches.
So way to battle though. If you're Goffstown defense, I give them a lot of credit. They're not giving up.
It's going to be a pistol. Oh, timeout, Tomahawks.
This could be a very big momentum swing, Jared, if Goffstown's able to stop them again.
That's true.
Because they did stop them already in the red zone.
Yeah. But this is, that's a $50 out there.
I know. I mean,
I don't know if it would be an actual $50 coin or an actual dollar bill, but that looks pretty small.
but the law firm of Cody and Kutu they've made a lot of tackles so far tonight, as well as Jurgen Gannon has also been on a lot of tackles. So what do you think the play call? I'm surprised, they haven't called a QB keeper, and it looks like that's there a lot too.
Yeah, well, it's interesting if he's trying to do like a run-pass option. I haven't really seen that because if he's not
really
handing it off, he's running to actually pass it.
Yeah, and really a lot of the times he's handing it off to number 5, which he does there, and that's in there for a touchdown for Merrimack. So Gabe Gorman with a touchdown. Nice blocking up front by the Tomahawk offensive line. And they get really good push. Number 52, 61, and 67 for Merrimack, all in there with some nice blocks.
So it's going to be another 2-point conversion try. So they only have 12 on the board, not 13. So there's a big difference between 12 and 7 or 12 and 14. I can tell you that.
That would be 2.
Yeah, long 2 and jump pass. And that is a successful 2-point conversion.
So now it brings it to the traditional 14-0. So nice job by the Tomahawks on that drive.
Yeah. They kind of did the sneak out, so handoff, and then the halfback throws it to the person that was in the wing in the tight end position.
That was almost too easy.
A good play by the Tomahawks. Good call.
Another nice crowd, Friday night here in Goffstown. Great weather. And it's always a good thing when you're playing an opponent that's in reasonable commute distance, which Merrimack is here. And their student body came out in force, it looks like, on the right-hand side of the bleachers.
I was talking to our associate principal here at the high school earlier today before the game, and he did say that the fandom is, I think it's a blackout that they're trying to do.
Well, if I'm Goffstown, I bring everybody up, as he has not kicked it deep at all. Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. That was almost disaster there. And that's by design, Jared, right? So, you
kick it to the gap, and then you pray that the receiving team doesn't know who to have it pick up.
I don't want to be overly critical, but I'm going to be critical.
Okay.
You know that Merrimack has no kicking game whatsoever, right?
Until they do.
But they have not kicked a ball deeper than a squib kick.
Yeah.
Okay? So then why are we putting 2 people at the 20-yard line? Tell me that.
Well, the thing is, you don't want to bring everybody up in case if the person does have a leg.
But you don't. But I'm saying as he approaches his kick is when you come up.
Yeah. So Grizzlies are coming out tight trips right. Under center with a halfback and a split left. And it's going to be a sweep to the right. And there's some good block in there. There's some very good block in there. And he is going. Hold on to the ball, bud. Number 22.
Yep.
Sean
Burnett.
Sean Burnett. And was that a fumble towards the end?
But he was stopped. For crying out loud. I mean, that play was over 6 seconds before
First down. Goffstown's keeping the ball. So they called it dead. But that was a well-designed play.
Yeah, the ball was stopped right there, and then so once
you play
again,
to the whistle.
Goffstown, before they had the ball on the 40-yard line, right? Or 45-ish.
Yep.
Now they've got the ball on the 36 of the Tomahawks. Got to get a score here if you're the Grizzlies. Got to change the momentum.
Spread out a little bit.
Timeout. And
it's going to be
I gotta tell
timeout,
you,
Goffstown.
that to me is super frustrating because how you can, after a kickoff return, how you cannot know what your plays are going to be and who is in that personnel package, that should not happen. All right, let's see what the Grizzlies can do here. Under 6 minutes to play until the half. They trail 14-0. And they've got the ball on the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. And they got what, trips to the right?
They got trips right. Yeah. That's an inverted trips, but yep. 2 in the halfback field, and it's going to be motion left to right. And it's a pitch out to the right-hand side. And a good pickup of probably about 4.
Yeah, that's a good play. And I like when they put Hunter Long in motion number 3 because it keeps those linebackers frozen.
Yeah.
They don't know if he's going to get that handoff on the jet sweep.
Yeah, if they scouted a lot last week, there was a lot of jet sweeps.
Yeah.
So we'll have to watch that to see how they're actually tracking any motion.
I'll tell you, though, I would have Hunter Long in the game on more offensive sets. He's super fast. He's one of the more talented players on the team.
Yeah,
obviously he's going both ways.
A little jump, but
That was a
He was-
takedown.
He was hit at the line.
So Alex, who's up here with us, he was like, wow, that was a good wrestling move, really. I mean, like, that would have been 2 points, Alex, right? 3 points on that? Okay, so I don't know wrestling for anything, but so that's a 3-point on that one. That's a loss of a few yards.
Now, I wouldn't say that. Come on, Scott. You saw Vision Quest when you were younger. Matthew McConaughey, or whatever his name is.
Matthew Modine.
Modine. I know it was an M.
Modine. Vision Quest, oh my God.
Hey, I had that soundtrack as a kid. I can admit that.
Holy cow.
Tomahawks are in the defense. They're kind of covering the flanks on the left. We're on the right hash mark for the Grizzlies, and it's going to be a pass play. And he's going deep. And caught. And touchdown.
Touchdown.
Number 84. He cut in front of the defenseman, and that was Tristan Hastings. And there's the light show.
So Hastings with a beautiful grab.
That was a nice catch. He went up. He got it with his hands.
And let's look at the replay here. He went underneath the defender.
Yep.
And
The defender was just sitting there expecting the ball to come to him. He went right underneath and got
this
it.
is Hastings' first year playing football.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What year is he?
I think he's, I'm not sure. He's a junior, I think.
I think it's junior, 6'1".
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
So-
said, heck, I'm going to try out for football and give it a whirl. And with that, that's his first touchdown.
And
career
here comes
touchdown.
the PAT attempt. And booted
pretty
through.
good.
And that is down into the swamp.
And that was Yami Martinez.
We appreciate those younger fellows going to retrieve the footballs that are down in the marshes now.
So that's exactly what Goffstown needed. So that's a nice pass. And then that is something that you don't see from a receiver who only has, 1 year playing.
Yeah.
What Hastings just did.
He just got to adjust to the ball.
He adjusted to the ball. But, Jared, that's easier said than done for
It's
someone
true.
who doesn't play.
Yeah. Like, I'm used to going, okay, I got to do a flag route. It's going to be a 45-degree
know that,
angle.
but
But
he
he actually cut it in. He kind of adjusted his line.
Yep, he adapted. So now we've got 4 minutes to play, a little bit more than that until the half. Goffstown cuts Merrimack lead in half with that touchdown and also gives them a little momentum. But can Goffstown stop Merrimack? They've had their struggles. So
Yeah. And even though Merrimack's receiving the ball now, after the half, Tomahawks
They'll get it again.
They'll get it again.
Right, so they're going to get the next 2 possessions more than likely.
And here comes the boot. Not bad. Kicked it a little high so our team can get down there for cover. And,
Missed tackle.
yeah. And still up. That's it. Okay.
The coach for Goffstown's like, I don't know what he's like. He's so animated. I don't know what he was doing there, but
So the Tomahawks are going to take over on the 40-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10. They're going to have 60 yards to go, and they have 4 minutes.
And that last touchdown, Jared, that was also really good for our QB, Hofstetter, because
Getting a
he
little
had
confidence.
Pick, right, he had a pick before, and that was a nicely thrown ball.
Tomahawks are running it right up the middle.
But look at the push that Merrimack is getting.
Yeah, it's gain
So
of 7.
When you mentioned before, it looks like the lines are more equally in terms of weight. That may or may not be the case, but they're definitely getting the advantage. Merrimack does in terms of
They're firing off the football.
they are, and they're pushing the Goffstown line back every
They're going
2-3
quick,
yards
right up
every
the middle
time.
again. First step.
Fumble,
Ball.
and we've got it.
Goffstown got it.
Goffstown's got the ball.
Fumble on the play. Looks like Goffstown recovered. Goffstown's going to take over the ball on the 45-yard line.
So let's watch the replay here.
Yeah, I didn't see who punched that out.
So Bugby with the recovery at the 44, 45-yard line. And Goffstown stops Merrimack. And now they have an opportunity with under 3.5 to play to tie this game up before half.
They have one timeout, so there's some opportunities here.
Well, that's the challenge, too, is if you remember, they had to call a timeout on that
play.
On that other play. But that's plenty of time. The clock stops when chains get moved, so let's see what the Grizzlies can do here.
Oh.
Nice ball.
Number 15
that was
caught
a
it.
Beautiful pass.
So there was Owen Cole redeemed himself on that. He dropped the last one, but he caught that one up over the middle.
On this replay, you've got to look at the throw by Goffstown's QB here. This is perfect throw.
Yeah. So that's the tight end coming over. Number 9 just stayed right in his zone.
But right in the hole there.
Yep.
The only thing I'd say from a technique perspective, he was on his back foot. But other than that, beautifully thrown ball.
Clock is still running. They're on the 39-yard line.
Nice touch by Hofstetter. Now what?
Looks like Goffstown took their last time out.
Why me? I mean, maybe they didn't like the formation. I don't know what the deal is, but it's just another weird thing where you've got a first down. It's not like it's a mission critical situation here. It was just odd to take a timeout on that. Maybe that's a question to ask the coach after the game. So I was really surprised. We were talking before about baseball, and Nate Bracey, huge Yankees fan, just was ecstatic last night with the victory.
And that is Mr. Scott Gross, who is right outside of Long Island. And it's going to be a toss to the right. And there's a flag for a hold.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah, flag for a hold.
I didn't realize how offensive it would be when you say someone is a Yankees fan. So Tim Gerzone, the associate principal, he's a Yankees fan. And he had a big party in his office, I thought, this morning.
Oh. Where's Tim from again? Where'd he grow
He's
up?
from New York.
He is?
He's from upstate New York, Saratoga area. And you know what? You got to get, I think, as we were waiting for this penalty, it is a hold, but you have to, as someone I watch baseball, that the Red Sox had a pretty good year considering the situation. I mean,
see, I'm surprised that Merrimack is actually accepting this penalty because it's going to keep it at first down.
Yeah, but
20.
20 yards for a team that hasn't been able to do much.
Yeah, I understand.
No, I'm saying we have not been able to, we've had a couple of throws, but other than that, our running plays have only got 4 or 5 yards of pop.
I don't know.
That.
Sweep to the right now looks like amazing.
Oh,
And there's going to be 5 yards back, so 1st and 15. It's going to be an encroachment by the defense, I believe. Yeah, so it's going to be a 1st and 15. It's going to be on the 44.
So 54 for Merrimack. He earned that 5 yards as he put the Goffstown player on his back. I mean, if you're going to do it, you might as well do it right. So 2.5 minutes to play until the half. Goffstown trails 14-7.
Tight trips right, split left, single back, and it's going to be a sweep to the right. Saw this play earlier. got back up to a little
So
bit
I
past
gotta-
the line of scrimmage.
I got to tell you this, right? So again, I'm not Mr. Football Guru by any stretch, but that play, it's a run to the right. Hastings, number 84, is the receiver down here close to the side to us, and he's taking his guy towards where the run is. So if you do break it, you're putting your guy, I don't get that.
We'll call that a Dom block, downfield block. But
No,
I agree.
All you're doing is bringing the defender.
Well, if he's watching them, but
I don't know. You keep your guy to this side of the field.
yeah, run up the middle. That took too
there.
long to develop.
Yeah, so that'll bring now a 3rd down and a long 7, I think. But it's 4 down territory here too, so it's.
Well, it's one of those things where they're going to take.
You got to hurry up though. You can't go into the huddle here. I mean, I don't know what we're thinking.
Well,
unless
they're
we
thinking
don't care.
about draining the clock. That's what they're thinking.
Well,
They're probably going to try. Oh, honestly, I would try to huck it.
here.
Yeah, I would throw
wouldn't.
it.
I think. Well, you're going to throw it, but you
I-
don't. You've got another down after this one.
I would throw it. If you make it, great. If not,
Merrimack is surprised they haven't taken any timeouts because they've got 2.
run up the middle and not a first. I'd go for it.
I would too.
Oh, they're not giving him a good spot on that.
Let's see though if Merrimack
He got further than that.
takes a timeout.
I thought he was down at about the 31, but they're marking at like the 32.
Oh, that's a horrible spot. You're right. I think you're right, Jared. Now you almost have to throw it to the end zone.
You get the first down.
You don't have a timeout, so I don't know what the heck we're doing here. It's weird.
Jet sweep.
And now with 3 seconds left,
That was
Merrimack will take over on that
I'm
interception.
going to tell you something. That was a bad play by Merrimack. I mean, I know you want it. You knock it down on 4th down.
yeah.
You do not. I mean, it looks great. Yeah, you got the interception.
Unless
but
he
you
thought
just
that he could return it, right? Let's see here.
No, he was going backwards.
Let's see.
He knew, and he already got hit.
I hear you. Yep.
So you put that on the ground because you just lost about 7 yards.
Yeah. So now,
This
Goffstown will
is going to
play.
be the prevent that's going to happen here.
That's called Uber prevent.
So I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a nice hook and ladder on this play. Yeah. You got a cover 2.
I would have like a cover 4.
Yeah. Well, you kind of do have that. But this, it's going to be a screen. And good hit. And that is the half. So at the half, we have the Tomahawks, the guests, up by 7, and the score is 14-7 Grizzlies. We'll be back in a little bit.
If you're interested in scheduling a ride with the Goffstown Shuttle, but you're not sure where to start, we've got you covered. Here, we will tell you everything you need to know to start scheduling your first ride today. General information regarding the service, including our phone number, hours of operation, and schedules, can be found on mtabus.org. Navigate to the Routes and Schedules tab at the top of the page and select Town of Goffstown from the dropdown. Here, you will find any information you may need. When calling by phone to schedule a ride, simply dial 603-434-3569. Choose your agency, which is Manchester Transit Authority. Our call center representative will ask first-time riders for some simple information, including your name, age, address, phone number, and any specific travel requests. We will also ask for any special mobility needs you may have so that we can accommodate accordingly. Lastly, during this call, you will also schedule your return ride. Reservation hours are 5:25 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, and 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Saturdays. Transportation is provided from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. The last pickup window is from 1:15 p.m. to 1:45 p.m. Please keep in mind that the service is closed during certain holidays, which are listed on our website. Rides must be scheduled at least the business day prior to needing the ride, but no more than 1 week ahead. If your preferred time is unavailable, we will make every effort to work with you to create a suitable alternative. If something comes up and you need to cancel your ride, please call during regular business hours or at least 24 hours in advance of your scheduled time. Of course, we understand that cancellations can happen at any time. To cancel a Monday ride, please call by the preceding Friday or leave a message on our voicemail over the weekend. We are happy to help you get where you need to go and are here to assist you with any questions or concerns you may have. Don't hesitate to give us a call today.
Did you know dolphins only shut half of their brains off while sleeping? The other half stays at a low level of alertness to protect against predators, obstacles, and other animals.
I think one of the things that when I was younger, I was really focused on the acquisition of things, you know, of titles and prestige and money and reputation and those things. Not that wealth isn't important or not that reputation is important. They are. Those things are important. But as time goes on, I've really recognized that the most important thing in relationships is, you know, somebody that would be next to me reading a story to me or holding my hand or consoling me kind of thing when that time comes, and it comes for all of us. And that's what's important in relationships.
Either start a reunion if there isn't one, or keep it going. It's so important to keep these connections, and the older you get, we feel closer we get.
Yeah.
We all have a history. We all have a background. It's very similar. Everybody's different. We have Pinardville. That time we had New Boston and Dunbarton, and still some of us continue to maintain friendships, and that is important in anybody's life.
I would always say, work hard, take advantage of opportunities, and I just think hard work just leads to opportunities. So I would say, if you enjoy schooling and you want to do more schooling, great. If not, what fields or trades or what have you. But whatever it is, do it 100% and take advantage of all the opportunities. And often with working hard too, you build a great network of people that you know and use those people and the opportunities that you have. So I guess that'd be a bit of my advice.
Creative Foods class is the second class that I offer. The prerequisite for that class is culinary skills and procedures. Culinary skills and procedures teaches you the basics. Creative Foods now will expand on your knowledge learned and become more creative with your culinary skills. It's very hands-on. We learn by doing. It's project-based learning. So we're on our feet moving around learning by doing. After I give the instructions, and then we talk about the recipe, and then we go ahead and prepare the food. Another unique thing about our class is this year we are going to start with our Creative Foods classes giving the National Serve Safe exam or certification, whereas it's a national test that most restaurants will give their employees, but we're going to be offering it here. Boy, is that a great thing to have when you apply for a job, just saying you have your Serve Safe certificate or taking the Creative Foods class may get you in the door at a job in family consumer science or get you on top of the stack during the interview. There is a wide variety of employment opportunities, from a line cook to management to food safety inspector to photo of making menus, nutritionalist, and I really try to encourage the students after they take Creative Foods to perhaps move over to MST, Manchester School of Technology, and there they can take classes in a more institutional type setting, a restaurant type setting in Manchester, which is a half-a-day commitment. But you don't have to go that route if you take Creative Foods. Creative Foods is kind of the next step from culinary skills and procedures. Get your elbows off the table. This ain't no horse's stable, but a respectable dining room table. Feet on the floor, back straight, never bow over your plate. Chew with your mouth closed, GHS. Take my class. This is Mr. G.
watching Grizzly Football.
And we are back for second half action with Goffstown trailing 14-7 to the Merrimack Tomahawks. And the Merrimack will get the ball, Jared, as they will receive. But a nice job by the Grizzlies putting some points on the board late and then getting that fumble recovery to kind of keep them still in this game. But they've got to find a way to stop Merrimack's offense. And you had mentioned it before, and I think it was spot on, is that because of the pace, the tempo of their offense, Goffstown doesn't have a lot of opportunities to sub out. They don't have a whole lot of opportunities to change things up. Yeah. So let's see if they
they kind of halftime adjustments.
That's my thing. I think that their defensive strategy's got to change a little bit.
We're about to get underway. Right when the whistle sounds. Good boot. Kick to the 14-yard line, taking it up. Did a little cut and shimmy.
Oh,
now he's got
this
a lot
is
of
trouble.
blockers.
This is trouble. And they get to about the 50-yard line, but not before number 2 for Merrimack, Shea Egan. You know, and again, you're going to see here in this replay that just, unfortunately, the replay went a little bit late there, but just not a whole lot of good tackling that happened around that 30, 40-yard line.
Mm.
So Merrimack with tremendous field position here at the 48-yard line to start off the second half. So you're saying, okay, you got only have half the field to work with.
Yep.
So it does make you wonder in terms of kickoff strategy. So Merrimack is doing these squib kicks, right, where you're pretty much not getting past the 30, 35.
Pass
play, out to the
and
flat.
He's going, yep.
Oh, look at number 5, okay? There is nobody there, okay? So on that replay, look to the top of your screen right here. Over here, he's wide open, right? There's nobody. Number 4 was the only defender who had even a shot at him.
Yeah, he was calling for the ball, too. But they're focusing on that drag route coming across because he was open, too.
Oh, there were 2 receivers open, but 5 had so much daylight.
And it's going to be a sweep to the left. They're doing a good pursuit.
Yes, that's a good play by Goffstown. Number 4
came up
for the Grizzlies, came up on that one.
Yeah, that was Leighton Riley. Leighton Riley came up.
So a 3rd down and 7. And this is where, in the first half, Goffstown kind of got snake bit because Merrimack was able to convert on these.
Yep. A little bit more communication going on.
Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, my goodness. Number 61 for Goffstown jumped.
It's going to be an encroachment.
Yep. But now you make it a 3rd and 2. So that's, you can't have this. Not in the 4th game of the season. You can't have it.
Yeah. I don't know if we do replays on false starts or encroachments, but I was wondering if you actually moved on it.
And again, it's hard for us. We don't know what the snap counts are. Sounds like Merrimack, it's twice the time they've done it. And
the guy shot the A-gap on the left side versus the right side because he had him dead to rights. Coming down.
Now, where is that?
Coming down right here.
Yeah.
Comes down wrong side. So give it to the center to push the defender the right way. So, fun fact, saw actually some of my people I played football with.
Oh, excellent.
His son is actually in the game right now. Landon LeBlanc, number 14, is a running back.
And he gets the ball.
Yep.
And a nice open field tackle by number 21 for Goffstown.
And he might be coming off the field. He's hobbling.
And again, that's Gannon. So it's been Gannon and Cody and Kutu have most of your tackles are coming from your linebacker spot.
Pass play.
Blitz by Goffstown. And a nice pass to number 4.
It's right on. It's close to the first down. They're going to give him the first down.
Caden Dine with a beautiful catch. Nice throw.
See, that's interesting because he came back, and I don't think that should have been a first down. He came back when he caught that ball.
He caught the ball at the 25. So where did they spot it?
But he came back before contact.
That is a bad spot. The spot, he should have been spotted at the 25 based upon that replay, not the 24. So first down for the Tomahawks.
It's pass play.
That's a great block by number 5 for the Tomahawks. So Gabe Gorman, I mean,
that was good.
Gabe Gorman has been an exceptional running back for the Tomahawks. That was incredible. I don't know if you saw that, but there was a blitz up the middle, and he blocks 2 of them.
So Tomahawks, the ball's on the right hash, and they got some going right side, right off tackle, and
nice tackle there.
Yeah, good takedown.
By number 7, I think.
It's going to be a 3rd and probably 2.
I thought it was Bugby on that who made the tackle, and that'll be a 3rd down and 8. But we know it's not 3rd down and 8 because they're going to go for it if they don't. Yeah. Oh, it's 3rd and 2. I apologize. Make it actually it's probably a 3 yards for the first.
Calling a 3rd and a long 2. And that is going to be a run up the middle. And he looks stuffed.
He got stopped at around that 15-yard line, so he'll be about a yard shy of the first down. And now they're going to go hurry up.
See if they can snap it up the middle.
Yep. But see, this is where Goffstown struggled because they can't do any substitution, and they're going fast.
They're in the pistol formation. And, shooting the A-gap. Saw that middle linebacker coming up. Switching sides.
I like that look, though.
Yep.
Oh, they ran right through him. So that was a good gamble for the Grizzlies, but
Wyatt was there. He just took the wrong angle on it. Number 5. If you look at this replay, you had the Mike coming through, pushed, and then you had the Willie that should have taken his spot.
He took the wrong angle.
He just stood there instead of kept attacking.
Yeah. And I tell you, though, that's what I've seen for the defense tonight is that they have not attacked.
Yeah.
They need to attack more. And don't get me wrong, sometimes by design, you can attack, but they are not hitting these gaps. Got a Goffstown player down. So we're going to take a little bit of a break in the action right now with an injured player on the field for the Grizzlies. All right, folks, we're back from a break in the action. Unfortunately, we had a Goffstown player that was injured on the field, and
we wish them well. But we have a game to get back to, all things. And
so it's 7 minutes and 45 seconds. Merrimack has a 2nd down and 5 and goal at the 5-yard line.
And it's going to be a run up the left side and into the end zone. So that brings us to 20 for the Merrimack Tomahawks, 7 for the Goffstown Grizzlies, with a extra point or 2-point conversion try coming up.
And that was a Gorman, another really nice run by number 5 from Merrimack. He's been spectacular tonight in all facets of the game, not only his running, but also his blocking as well, his pass blocking. So Merrimack, like they did with the other 2 touchdowns, Jared, they're going to go for 2 points.
So it's going to be a pass to the right in the flat and too far.
He was open.
He was.
And ball just wasn't thrown where it could have been.
He let him a little bit too much.
Yeah. And I thought that he had opportunities there to just kind of almost float this one a little bit, but
could have.
But it was a nice play design too, a nice route by that receiver for Merrimack. Faked the inside route and then went outside.
But their quarterback that's playing, number 17, he's only a junior this year, so he has some.
He's got a good arm, I think.
He does. I think his poises pretty well. We're going to be seeing him next year.
So let's see if we see this one more time.
The up people need to move up and more in the middle.
What I'm trying to say is the 2 guys that are on the 15-yard line need to move up to like the 20, 25, and then the 30-yard line guy needs to go up to the 35.
The second level needs to move more in.
Yes.
They're too far out on the hashes. Going to drop it right in the middle. Yep.
Same thing. But that's a good strategy when you think about it, right? Because you're dropping it in there, no one is there, and you're only giving up, like Goffstown will start at the 33-yard line. So as opposed to Goffstown's kicker, right, kicking it off, like booting it right to the 10, but then Merrimack is getting the ball in the 40, 45, 50-yard line.
But there's coverage downfield.
Yeah.
They're just not making the tackles.
Yeah.
But the Grizzlies are coming out now on offense. Looks like they're going the tight trips right and a split left, the single back, the backfield, and going under center. That's going to be a pitch to the right, and he hits the hole.
It's about 2 yards. I know we don't really utilize
flag on the play.
We don't utilize the tight end much, Jared, but tight end routes in this situation are open.
Looks like it's going to be a hold on the Goffstown Grizzlies. Going to bring up a 1st and 20 most likely. So it goes from a 2nd and 8 to a 1st and 20. There's the official call of holding.
So a 10-yard penalty on Goffstown will bring up a 1st and 20. Scoreboard says 3rd, but it's not. We've got to keep Mr. Bracey honest here.
Okay, so that hold wasn't on the line of scrimmage, Scott. It was
Yeah.
actually 3 yards downfield.
Yeah.
So going with a 1st and saying 18 now. Got trips left, tight end right.
Quarterback on the center.
And it's going to be right in the flat. And we got back to the line of scrimmage. So it's going to bring a 2nd and 18.
Good pursuit there by the Tomahawks.
It was, but I mean, even they had a good lead block there too, but they're dancing. They're thinking and not running.
Long 2nd and 18 for the Grizzlies with about 6 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the 3rd.
They got a tight trips right and a flex left. And it's going to be a counter up the left side off the guard tackle.
Again, I'll say this probably till I'm blue in the face, but a tight end block, seam pass right over the middle is there. The linebackers, Jared, are crashing on any type of run or play action. I just don't know if we utilize a tight end or if there is one.
Well, we had that one pass to the tight end,
Yeah.
or 2 passes. One was a catch, one was a drop.
Remember that pass where he dropped one in? I'm
Yep.
just saying there is like.
There is the ability for it.
Yes. I mean, look at them right now, right? Like they're all up on the line with one safety. Ooh, dangerous pass there.
It was an incomplete pass. Ball almost got back to the line of scrimmage. But he was running for a pretty deep blitz right there.
Yep.
So it brings up the Grizzlies, going to be in the punt formation. The ball's going to be placed on the left hash. So the split line is coming out on the left. Again, the guard, tackle, and end are split to the left.
So Hastings had a rare spiral on his punt the last time. Almost blocked on that.
Fair catch. Fair catch by number 7 for the Tomahawks. That was Stephen Doyle. I think the leading split end that they have. Or the starting split end. So Tomahawks take over on the 45 on their own side, so they have 55 yards to go. They come out split left with a slot left, split right with a wing on the right, and a pistol formation. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and look at the replay, Scott. I want you to see this because the end actually crashed down hard right there.
Yeah.
And then he just got hit at the last moment. If he actually cut in, he would have hit him in the backfield.
The angles that our defenders are taking are simply not good. I don't know how to say it. They're backtracking, you know.
Over penetrating.
Yep.
Pretty much the same formation for the Tomahawks. Run up the left side, left tackle, and going to turn the corner and knocked out of bounds. So that's going to be a pickup of about 10.5, so it's going to bring up another first down. So the Tomahawks are on the move and in the red zone. Here we go, trip up. I think he tripped up by his own man.
I think you're right. Either that or by number 21 again and again.
But you notice the defensive tackles, if they line up on the outside shoulder of their offensive tackles and then keep that lane, they're not going to be able to cut the corner or take the corners like that anymore. It's going to leave open the middle, but that's where your linebackers come in to shoot your gaps. The Tomahawks don't seem to be a counter team right now. I haven't seen a good counter play from them. So where they're running to is the side they're going to. And there's going to be a pass to the left, and it's going to be ball and incomplete.
But number 4 got lucky on that because for Goffstown.
Yes, he did not turn around.
He never turned around.
He did not turn around. He was playing the man. And if he, a lot of ifs here, but if he had turned around, I think he might have been able to
pick it off,
get that ball.
Yeah.
Tomahawks, they have tight trips left, 3 tight ends position, split right, and pistol formation. It's a pass up the middle,
Wide
and touchdown. Touchdown number 4 for the Tomahawks. So that's to Caden Dine, who is a senior this year. So it brings the score Merrimack 26, Grizzlies 7, and another 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
Yeah, on that one, that was the safety, I think, for Goffstown.
No, that was the corner. He was a corner.
No, who's number 23.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought a
think,
different
yeah,
player.
And on that one, he committed, and then Dime went right by him.
Run up the middle,
Yeah.
and the 2-point conversion is good. So that's number 8. Shea Scott ran up the middle, the 2-hole for the 2-point conversion. I'm sorry, the 1-hole, the left side.
It's so interesting, Jared, because you've been mentioning this, is that Goffstown is attacking holes, but unfortunately, it's the wrong hole. So they're guessing, but they are hitting the gaps.
They are. I mean, the Mike linebacker's coming down hard, and he's hitting the A gap.
Yeah.
Pretty, and that's good. I mean, you're disrupting.
So will we see the same exact thing again on the, now this will be the 5th kickoff situation?
Well, let's see if the second level, number 21
But
and
they're
35,
not.
should move more into the middle.
But they're not. It's like there's been no adjustment. Up now 3 is coming up a little.
Number 6 is trying to turn the corner. He's got some speed.
Ooh, that was like a tomahawk.
Yeah. Well, that is who they are.
Yeah. Tomahawk chop.
He went for the ball, but
that was a good example, right, of they actually did kick it, but they were at the 25, they were in perfect position.
yeah. So it brings us up, starting on the 44-yard line on the Grizzly side of the field. So they need to make it to the Tomahawk 46-yard in order to get a first down.
I come out throwing. It's been so predictable with runs on the first couple of plays.
We'll see. Yeah, see the
And
left side.
We don't go in shotgun too much, do we?
Not really.
Now we got motion again.
Unfortunately, there was a motion, and Hunter just he flinched a little bit. It's going to bring up a 1st and 15 now.
Tell you, I want to see better body language on the Grizzlies right now. They're kind of walking it back to the huddle, and like there's not a whole lot of kicking their step. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh my goodness gracious. That's this great play design. Nice decoy by Hunter Long on that one. Just couldn't execute it. That's a nice play call here.
Yeah.
Went right through his hands on that. So that'll bring up a 2nd and 15.
Still manageable.
Yeah.
I mean, if it doesn't work once, doesn't mean that you don't try it again. Okay. So tight end's going to be lined up on the left side, offset I on the right, motion. And it's going to be the halfback pulling up and coming up probably
got about
to the 45-yard line.
Yeah, got about 6 yards on that one.
So past the original line of scrimmage, it's going to be most likely a 3rd and 9. Maybe a 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8.
Hate to say it, but they're in 4-down territory already. You just don't get a ton of possessions. So I think Goffstown needs to think that this might take us 2 plays to get a first down.
And Grizzlies come out in a tight bunch. No, they're going 2 tight ends, 1 on each side, and slots. It's going to be a pass play, and
He had to throw it away.
that was pure timing play.
Yeah.
That was a timing pass.
That was a blitz by number 9.
Number 8 and number 54 came in. Yeah, this is going to be a punt formation. You got to punt it here.
Good defense there by the Tomahawks.
Yep. Good play call.
Yep. Fake punt.
It depends how
Fake
they line
punt.
up.
Fake punt.
No, they got too many on this side. Snap it.
Snap the
it.
ball.
Snap it.
Thank you.
The reason why Scott and I were saying snap it is they had too many
Men on the field.
on the field for the defense. So it would have been an automatic 5 yards, and that would have brought us to a good 4th and 3, and you might want to rethink that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But that's like, I don't understand that.
The coach should have been screaming snap it the whole time. Even if you aren't ready, you know what was happening.
All goes down to communication. Uh-oh. No way.
No. Everybody stopped running.
Yeah.
Everybody. So that was a fake punt. Good idea. Not the situation to do it, though.
And he barely got back to
the line of scrimmage.
But it just wasn't even a well-designed play, honestly, because there was no blockers. Like, nobody was blocking for him. I don't know if we'll see a replay on this one, or maybe we did and I missed it. Emily, can you?
No, it's okay.
Yeah, she's going to do it for us. So,
yeah,
it was just there was like nobody out there.
So Tomahawks take over. 1st and 10 on the 45.
Don't tell me we did it again.
Yeah, it's going to be encroachment on the defense for the Grizzlies. So it's going to be 1st and 5 for the Tomahawks.
I don't know if I've ever seen 3 encroachment penalties in a game.
Well, if you saw, there were multiple people moved on the line. So I don't know if they're trying to jump the snap cadence or if there's a head bob going on by something that shouldn't be happening.
On a lineman or something where they're, or the sometimes the center moves the ball a tad bit and they're looking at the ball. But I would suspect if that were the case, somebody on the Grizzlies sideline would be saying something.
It's going to be a halfback up. Good block.
Oh, good effort.
Almost picked off. So the pass, it was a pass option, but it was tipped.
That was great
at
effort
the line
by Nick Cody. So was it Leach who tipped it, and then Cody almost picked it off.
So it's going to be 2nd and 5. You got a tight trips left, split right, in a pistol formation. It's going to be a sweep to the left. And there's a lot of room to run. Good trip up, gain of 2. Only a gain of 2. That looked like it was going to be more damage than that.
Even on some of this play, I don't know if you could see it here, but we're just taking some, bad angles to the ball.
Yeah. But, yeah, he crashed down. He hit him behind the line of scrimmage, but fell forward. So we're going to be a 3rd and 3 at this point. And again, Tomahawks are going to be going 4 downs.
Blitz.
On the wrong side. And
that's
going to be a pickup of a 1st down. So good corner blitz, but they weren't running that way.
Leach has had a pretty good game. We've called his name quite a bit on tackles.
Oh, they're calling it a 4th down. I thought they gave him the first down, but no, it's going to be a 4th and 1.
I thought so too.
And again, we're talking probably like this.
No, you're
half a length of a football.
You're down by 21. Do you just totally stack the box here?
Well, it's going to be a sweep to the right.
Maybe try to get the Tomahawks to jump. That's a touchdown.
I don't know. Hunter's a pretty fast kid.
Yeah.
Hunter Long, number 3. But yeah, that was.
As soon as he got the edge, you could see it.
Well, you knew it was going to be running on the right side.
Yeah.
You're on the left hash mark. You load up the right side. They're going there. So now on the right hash mark, Merrimack. It's 1st and 8, 1st and goal. And that's a hard gain. So it looks like it's going to be a 2nd and maybe 3. 2nd, yeah. And number 5 did not get in. Did not get in. So it's going to be a 3rd and inches. And again, Tomahawks are just going in the hurry up. So that brings us to the end of the third quarter.
I'm hoping, Emily, could you go scan to the sideline on the 50-yard line for a second? We got an announcement. So there's a couple on the 50-yard line. Zoom in the guy wearing the hat. So the guy wearing the hat and the woman over there is it's their anniversary, 27 years marriage. So Colleen and Mike Charest. Colleen is the woman who's holding the camera, Mike wearing the hat. So congratulations to Colleen and Mike. 27 years of marriage. Colleen is someone who spends a ton of time doing photography for Goffstown Athletics. Been doing that for several years. Mike is also a coach for the Mountain View football team. So want to wish them a happy 27th wedding anniversary. Thank you, Emily. And so now we're going to head down to the other side of the field where we've got a 3rd and goal at the 1-yard line for the Tomahawks. So what's the odds here? Right side of the line. Is that what you've been predicting, Jared?
Let me see. No, this is going to be a run up the middle. No, they have the tight end on the left. It could go to the left side. And it goes to the left side.
Right up the middle. He's had is that his 3rd or 4th touchdown tonight? It's at least 3. It might be 4. And I don't think anybody touched him. Nice blocking by the Tomahawks. And they get a 2-point conversion to extend the lead to 36-7. So what was kind of a tight game at the half, 14-7, has kind of gotten blown wide open here with, was it 22 unanswered points. So it's getting a lot colder.
Yes.
Right? I think the temperature must have dropped like 30 degrees since this afternoon. but this is kind of normal for October. It's going to be 80 degrees tomorrow in Goffstown. All right. And they stay at the 20-yard line, and they drop one in at the same place.
Yep, and
Dealer
switch,
play.
and ran into his own teammate. So trying to do a counter on there on the return. Unfortunately, he ran into the blocker. I have a good feeling about this drive, Scott.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Why? What do you it's just intuition feel?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you tell me what your intuition is telling you about Sunday's games? Football?
Oh.
All right. Can you maybe
I don't know. The late game's going to be an interesting
Jets?
one.
Can you give me intuition on the Jets-Cowboys game then, hypothetically?
Yeah. I mean, I know you're a Meadows
Bills
land.
or Bills Patriots.
Yeah,
Give me
Bills-Patriots
something.
is a late game.
What's your intuition telling you? Will the Bills win or will the Patriots win? Will the Bills cover?
Yeah, because last time I saw
They're
it
favored.
it was 7.5.
7.5, I think, yeah.
Do I think they're going to cover?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I think the Patriots, I really like Drake May. I like the Patriots team. They're improving.
Here comes the Goffstown. It's going to be a pass. And everybody is just going to be an intentional. Nope. I don't know what the penalty is here. We're going to figure it out in a moment.
No. Really?
Yeah, they're going to do intentional grounding. Well, if you look at the replay on this one,
he's out of the box.
Everybody is way downfield.
Right.
But
he could be throwing here, but this guy's blocking. That's why. Yeah, I see it.
So, I mean, they thought it was a track meet. And if he was in the pocket, maybe his arm would have reached it, but he's running, so
Yeah, no, I hear
they
you.
got to adjust. I told you I had a good feeling about this drive.
I know. So now we got like a 2nd and 20, right?
Okay, here we go. So we're on the right hash mark. Grizzlies are coming out. They got a split left. Tight trips right. And a single halfback in the backfield. It's going to be a carry, keeper.
See.
And a loss of probably 2.5 there.
How was 64, that lineman, so far downfield? I'm not joking. Like, he was like 5 yards off the ball. Like, look. Where is he? Right here.
Yeah, lead block. Lead. 2nd and 26. I got a good feeling about this play. 3rd and 26. Thank you. Think if they're going to pass it.
And now he's in trouble.
Right in between the two Grizzlies that were there.
Let's see the replay on this one here. Like, does 84 come back to the ball? He doesn't. So a lot of this is that's Hastings. He's not.
He made a good adjustment
I
earlier.
know that on that one. Like he's got to come back to help his quarterback.
So the Grizzlies are in the punt formation.
Yeah, whenever your quarterback is scrambling for dear life, you have to make adjustments and come back to the ball almost in every situation.
Reverse kick punt. Fair catch. Going to be at the 45-yard line is where they're going to mark it.
They've had the ball in the 45 a lot tonight. I think it's the third time.
I've noticed that the refs like to start out on whole hash marks, we'll say.
Yeah, it's good. It makes it easier for the guys holding the chains or gals, who's ever doing it. The crowd has thinned out a bit.
Yes.
In the stands, and we had probably a good 20-25 minute delay due to the player injury. It's around 9:30 p.m. now with about 10 minutes and 42 seconds left in the game. Nice tackle.
Yeah, that was a good suplex or something.
Number 7 for Goffstown.
Yeah, that was a good tackle.
Yeah, that was Bugby. Called his name a few times tonight.
Come in, yeah. He shed his block and just took it down.
Second down, 8 for Merrimack. 2 receivers left, 1 on the right. Right back to the left of the quarterback.
Run up the right side and out of bounds. Probably short by 3 yards or so.
It's questionable on that one. That whether he went out of bounds, but the refs, I think, based upon the score here, clock is running, and that's a 3rd and 1.
They are going to run it to the left side.
Nice cut.
Okay, one up the middle.
.58 for Goffstown, tripped him up. That was Dylan Seeley. And that's a first down for the Tomahawks. And still in the game at QB is Maverick Torres.
And that was a good.
That's a really good tackle.
That was a good tackle coming in.
And that was Carter Moore, I think, number 35.
Yeah. It looked like it was a Redskin counter. Yeah, they started on
his name a whole lot, but that was a pure tackle right there.
Who was shooting the gap.
Yeah.
Pass play. And it's looking like he's going over the middle. Number 87, that's a big, big boy. That was a good hit, too, by number 23. So Shane Lynn looked like he put the boom on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. That's how you take somebody down.
Yeah.
Shoulder to chest. And it's going to be a run, toss to the left, and
can't wrap up though.
Yeah,
so.
It doesn't matter. They hit him behind the line of scrimmage, and he got help. The little victories.
Yeah. So Jorgen Gannon slowed him down, and then Seeley was able to finish. Blitz. Nice. See how elusive the QB is?
Yeah.
That's a nice. He stepped right up into the pocket. He felt the pressure, and we'll watch this again. He feels the pressure coming from the outside, and he totally steps up into the pocket, and bam,
Yep,
you got
had space.
You got space to go. Can't do much there if you're Goffstown on that one.
It's third and a few here. And it's Scott. Scott bounces left.
And that's going to be a touchdown for the Tomahawks.
It's 42-7 Tomahawks. It's 7:05 remaining. Touchdown run number 2 for Shea Scott.
See if the Tomahawks go for 2.
At this point, we're going to be in running time with a 35-point lead. And I don't know if the refs have signaled that to the clock operator, but they will after the kickoff. And usually the referee will come over and indicate that. So a little over 7 minutes left, 42-7. Again, Merrimack putting a licking on Goffstown in the second half for sure. Again, I'd move up to the 25-yard line. Other guys move up to the 35.
Fielded by number.
See, he's going east-west, and you got to go north-south. So,
who was that fielded? Was that number 5? Number 6.
Yeah.
So he's a sophomore. Got a couple years of development still.
Yeah, especially on like kickoffs, you got to go north-south because unless you are ungodly fast, you know.
Yeah.
So, Jared, any good plans this weekend coming up?
Well, the wife's birthday was on Thursday, so
and you remembered, which is good.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
So, but my neighbor's birthday is next week, and another neighbor's birthday was today. So we're doing a block party for tomorrow. So
that will be fun.
They asked what I was going to bring, and my wife's like, "Oh, let's just bring like a chips." I'm like, "Oh no, I'm getting the smoker going." So I bought 4 racks of ribs and a pork shoulder that I'm going to do for pulled pork tomorrow.
Ooh, excellent. A lot of time here for the Goffstown QB.
And good pickup.
And so either it is offensive holding on 33 or a face mask. I can't tell, but.
I thought knowing my luck, it was probably going to be like downfield clipping or something.
Well, we'll find out in just a second. I think it is on 33 if that is the case. Yep, holding on number 33. But look at where it was done.
Yes. So it's still going to be a first down.
Yeah.
So what happened is because that was a pickup of about 20, they're going to be marking it where the spot foul was. So it's going to be technically a pickup of about 14, but still a first down.
Yeah.
And hopefully that kind of gets a spark on somebody.
Well, on that one, Goffstown's QB just had a lot of time to throw the ball.
Run up the middle. Pinballing all around, number 5. That was a pickup of about 12.
12 by Bellevue. Nice run.
That was a nice run up the middle.
Yeah. See, he hit the hole super fast, you know?
Yeah.
And before you know it, he picked up like 8 yards right there.
Grizzlies come out. Tight end right. Wing right. And a double I formation. And it's going to be a pass play. Oh, he is open. Number 81 is open, or 84.
Oh, he can't get in.
Didn't get in. Got to about the 3 or 4 yard line.
That was another almost touchdown for Hastings.
That was, and he came across on the post.
Hastings is having a nice game
and
tonight.
It just, the safety moved up, and the edges, the corners, because they're doing a cover 3, they just did not go over the middle with it. They're playing a zone D on that one.
And a nice ball.
That was a good ball
by Hosta.
He led him well.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can get a light show going. Ball is on the 3, and it's first and goal from the 3. Motion left to right, and it's going to be right up the middle. Number 5.
I think he's in.
And he is in.
Touchdown for the Grizzlies. I think that was Belleville, right? Number 5. There's no light show. Come on, man. Give it up, baby.
Okay, we're going to do that after the PAT because we need that damn light show.
Exactly. Come on, Alex. If you want a light show after a pin, for crying out loud, right? Your lights are off. Now, if you win another state championship, right, what Jared said he would do is when the lights are off, if you put up a disco ball, he will sing any type of disco like Donna Summer song.
No. I said
after the championship.
It was going to be a lounge song. Had to be a lounge type song. And booted.
The kick is good.
And by the power lines.
It's funny because when you see the players or the kids go in to get the ball, it's like children of the corn, you know, like will they come back out with the ball or not? And I think
that is a player in there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So now we are no longer in the run time because it's more, right? He didn't even go into running time, did he? What?
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't stay in running time, right? Oh, once you hit it, it stays, no matter if you keep scoring. See what you learn? Learn stuff all the time.
No. I think I got a text from my wife saying lies that I will not be singing any lounge songs because
Why?
I am a terrible singer.
What do you mean you're a terrible singer? I don't know, Jared. That's not nice. That's just not nice. That's not nice.
No, I just I got a clarification. It wasn't about the singing. It was about us saying that we'd bring chips to the block party.
Oh, okay.
And that was a fair catch.
Because I was getting a little bit nervous on that.
Bringing chips or the smoking the meat? That was actually a smart play by the Tomahawks, just taking the fair catch, making sure that they actually caught it for a live ball.
So no light show, nothing. Like, all right, whatever.
So, new quarterback in for the Tomahawks. And that's a keeper. Number 15's keeping the ball.
All right.
Pickup of about 11 on that.
All right, you ready, Jared? Okay, ready?
Now, I hope you know that we're getting charged for the royalty fees for that. So thank you, Scott.
Oh, come on. That was brought to you by Goffstown House of Dough and cheese and sauce.
Tomahawks trips right, split left, and it's going to be a run up the middle and probably a loss of 2 on that. And we're turning into Scott karaoke now.
Oh.
So we will be taking requests for from Scott for songs that should be played.
Oh, I missed one. Here we go.
This one's definitely your song, Scott. One minute left in the game.
Emily's going to yell at me. She's like, you can't do that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know, but
I think we just lost how much money in royalty fees?
No, but I've never.
Or licensing.
No one's ever given me a procedure manual on this thing.
Oh, fair use? You're gonna go with fair use on that one?
I don't know.
Got about 40 seconds left in the game.
I don't know. Like I know we have something where we can play music.
I know
we pay it. We pay something.
Maybe we should have our communication director
Was that
look
the
at
budget
that one.
that we paid for like that? I thought.
What may be the last play? It's 3rd and 14. Tomahawks are in the pistol formation and
almost a fumble.
Yeah, and okay,
and that's going to do it.
Yeah, that'll be the end of the game. The Merrimack Tomahawks 42, Grizzlies 14. This was a pretty good game for the first half. Second,
it was.
Third quarter, kind of hurt us a little bit.
And it did. It kind of.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us. Next week we have Timberlane coming to town here in Goffstown.
It'll be homecoming.
And it's homecoming as well.
You
so
got it. And
hopefully we can get some alumni to come out.
Yeah, I want to thank Emily Van Sickle in our studio for all of her help tonight. And we look forward to seeing everybody next Friday evening for homecoming as Goffstown takes on Timberlane. So with that, have a great weekend, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.